Hello. Today in 1859, it was discovered that the world was older than the Bible said it was. Up to that time, and Darwin had not yet published his books, it was universally agreed that the account in Genesis was historically and literally accurate, and that therefore it could be worked out that the age of the world was roughly 6,000 years. But there had been clues earlier than 1859 that this was not likely to be true. A hand axe had been found in 1666 near Gray's Inn in a gravel pit. Alongside some bones of an elephant, which clearly must have gone back many centuries, if not millennia. But it was nevertheless perhaps thought that the elephant came over with Julius Caesar. But the question was, why make a tool or a weapon out of stone when metals were available? And the Bible said that metal was there from the beginning of time. So why would they bother making a stone axe? And that puzzled people for a couple of centuries, until in 1859 John Evans and Joseph Prestwich took up the search, went to France on this day in 1859 to talk with another person who was doing a similar piece of research. And while they were having lunch together, a telegram came from some colleagues in Amiens saying that a stone axe had been found in a position where it could not possibly be as young as 6,000 years. It was much older. And so they went to have a look, and ascertaining in terms of where it was in the soil and all the other things that one has to do to work out the age of an implement, it was clearly something that we now know was more like 350,000 years old. I admire the persistence of people like John Evans and Joseph Prestwich and many others who did that research and who were prepared to go against the current view in order to take our understanding of the history of human beings that step further. But it is an extraordinary history. The idea that we have evolved over these 350,000 years from people who were no doubt quite proud that they'd managed to work out how to make a tool out of stone, to people who now can do the most extraordinary things with our inventions and our technological advances, using the resources that there are in the world and our human skill and intelligence and ability. I wish, as I'm sure we all do, that alongside our increasing ability to do wonderful things and create wonderful things, there was the ability to use them wisely. One can hope and pray only that ability evolves quickly into something that will create a more harmonious and less violent world. But that apart, I think it's worth just celebrating the human ability, what we can do, and the way in which this has happened through evolution. The idea that somehow evolution is less wonderful, less extraordinary than the idea of creation from nothing, which is what Genesis suggests, seems to me very odd. I think evolution is the most extraordinary aspect of our historical development, the way in which we have moved slowly but surely over those thousands and thousands of years from where we were then to where we are now as a human race. I think that is amazing, something which today I want to celebrate.